Hi, my name is Scottie Music and I'm with Eddie James Ministries. And growing up, I grew up in the world just completely lost. I have no church background. There's still no one in my family that I know of to this day that is saved or serving the Lord. From 15 to 20, I was homeless, running the streets, smoking, drinking, partying, doing all kinds of drugs. By the age of 20, I was on this acid trip and I just was not having a good time. And I began to pray out to God and cry out to God to just restore my mind and to heal me and to, bring me back down from this high that I was on. And God gave me a choice, and I felt like He was speaking to me and said, you can mean what you say, because we always say, I'll never do this again, I'll give this up and I'll do this for you. And I believe He was like, you can mean that, or you can just be lost for the rest of your life. And I came down off of the drugs, and literally 2 days later, God brought me to Eddie James Ministries and completely transformed my life. It's definitely been a journey. I found myself going back to the world, back to the drugs, back to the girls. But even through that, my heart was just given to God, and I couldn't run away from Him. I couldn't escape what I found. I couldn't run from the truth that I've been exposed to. And so I surrendered my life after an overdose to methamphetamines. It put me in the hospital. I was up for 20 days. It was so dark, so demonic. I saw demons. I saw so much darkness. And God literally pulled me through that moment as I cried out to Him on the hospital bed, begging Him to spare my life, acknowledging the fact that I did this to myself. It was me who wanted these things. I wanted the drugs. I wanted the sex. My flesh wanted it anyways because my spirit did not want those things. And I believe, that's why God pulled me through, is because He knew my heart. He knew where my heart really was. And that was 2 years ago. I gave my life, fully surrendered to God. Now I have this organization and movement that I'm wanting to open up, and I'm preparing to launch, called Now, and it stands for Not of the World, because, I believe that we are called to be in the world but not of the world, and that's what I want to do. I want to reach people who are in the world, but I don't want to be of the world. I want to be set apart, and I want to show them that there is a new way. I also am releasing a clothing line called Reborn, where I take old clothes, abandoned, rejected, neglected clothes, and I turn them into something beautiful, something with value and worth, something that is desirable. And I believe that's what God does with us. So yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to Eddie, and just a big praise to God for everything that He's done in my life and through this ministry.